So I've done another recount on the room. Let's see what the new total is. And we have another parcel from a subscriber. Let's see what's in this one. What can appear too many games?
PS Too Many Games.
Hello everyone, welcome to PS Too Many Games. It was time once again to recount the numbers. So, for those who have been watching for a long time, basically we have the original list, the new list from last month, and the actual count itself. Now, as I've mentioned a couple of times in the last episode, on the newer list, the number is slightly less than the number that's on the board now, which I'll show in a second. It's because basically I've got to go through that list in my own time, which could take quite a while, and find out what games actually match up to the games on the list. Basically, certain games on the spine of the game read differently to games on my list. It's a pitter. It's really annoying, but I got to find them one by one. But the actual list online, there's a few games less than the board behind me at the moment. That's because I've got to find what matches up, because that is a physical count of what I actually have physically in the room. If you understand what I mean. So things are starting to get a little more organised again at the channel. The last 2 or 3 weeks has been a bit hodgepodge, and that's because in real life I've been doing some decorating and had less time for the channel itself. But future events are occurring. I bought a vintage bundle. A vintage bundle of Phoenix games, only 3 of them, but they're kind of reasonably rare games. 2 of them CX do not sell, so that should be turning up rather shortly. That'll be his own episode. For those who don't know the Legend of Phoenix games, they are a game manufacturer of terrible games. There's got to be at least one good Phoenix game, but they have legendary status of having awful games. Of course, the Nottingham Game Market is coming on the 6th of April. I keep saying the 4th, I was wrong, it's the 6th of April. Sunday, the 6th of April. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be the first time I've actually physically gone game hunting for nearly a month now. I thought I'd be alright not game hunting. Actually, I miss it. I miss the actual physical hunt itself. I haven't actually been hunting since my actual birthday, where I found obviously Persona 3 FES edition. So nearly a month now where I've never physically bought anything in person. I've been ordering online, which I've got to do a lot more of, because finding the other games I don't own is getting harder, and I'm most likely going to find them online. To get even close to a full complete PAL set, we're going to do a lot more online ordering from CEX, eBay, Vinted, and subscribers who have been willing and very helpful indeed, and I appreciate you all. I would do comments from the last episode, which was Game of Rarities. Problem with that is it hasn't actually come out yet. I am recording this on Wednesday, and the episode comes out tomorrow. So I do enjoy doing the comments bit, adding comments on the front of the screen, but I don't know what they are, so I can't give you an honest answer who's commenting on what. The last episode still is the CEX manuals update, which got a very mixed response. Some people agreeing with it, some people disagreeing with it. That's fair. I don't think everyone's gonna agree with the whole it's a theft causing the manual reprinted manuals. Good lord, not reprinted manuals, reprinted covers. Jesus Christ. You know, recording yourself, you think it'd be simple after 3 years. No, you still make mistakes left, right, and centre. You really do. Anyway, a lot of people are sympathetic to CX. Oh, fuck it. Anyway, comments from the actual last episode, which would be the CX reprinted episode, the one I said went into where apparently theft is the reason for a lot of these reprints. Half and half. Divisive. Half people agree with it, half people say CX are full of shit. That's roughly what I thought was going to happen. I don't know what to believe, I've got to be honest. I've just been told by this person who keeps speaking to me on Instagram, and I believe he works for CX. I believe he's one of the higher ups because he's giving me such information that is actually factual. But this is what he's being told. I only pass on what I've been told myself. Some people don't believe it. I put some comments in, some people do believe it. One commenter gave me a whole dissertation, and I appreciate that comment immensely. It was like, easily a good 5-minute read of a comment. I agree with nearly all of the comments. There's some things, there's like only little bits where like maybe you're being a bit harsh, but I'm not gonna go into each comment. It's like we all have got opinions. We all believe what we want to believe. At the end of the day, I'm gonna keep using CEX to get what I need. Do I like the way? Do I like reprinted covers? Absolutely not. But I just got to go with it. So yeah, back to the actual whole collecting scenario of this channel. Because at the end of the day, this channel's here for one reason: to get a full PAL PS2 set, to record the adventure I'm doing, and hopefully make some friends along the way. Wow, that was corny but true. Anyway, yes, not in the gaming market I will be at. The more local Norwich retro gaming market, which is Easter Sunday, I will also be attending that. I missed the last one. It was bigger than the first one, so hopefully I'll find stuff there, because it's obviously local to me. Haven't got to go far for that, so that's really, really helpful. So thank you for that company who does it. I can't remember what the company's called, but they're trying. But they're picking some weird locations. But they must be based in East Anglia, because Norwich are getting 4 this year, and Great Yarmouth's getting 1. Weird.
You're from Great Yarmouth?
Born here!
Born here, yeah. What's life like in Great Yarmouth these days?
Shithole!
Shithole?
Yeah!
Got some mild criticism for people living in Great Yarmouth for saying we're not a bunch of thieves. Not all you are, but I've seen some serious thievery in Great Yarmouth. I worked in Great Yarmouth for a few years. I don't work there anymore. Win. But yeah, rough. That's all I'm saying. Rough. Not the roughest place I've ever been to. Margate. Margate is the roughest place I've ever been to. Even in Margate, I think the pigeons have got knives. It's just Margate was rough. Rougher than Blackpool, rougher than Great Yarmouth. It was terrible, and I apologise for people of Margate, but it really was. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, let's actually get into the meat of this episode. So we're going to look at what game. I got to be honest. I've got like 3 or 4 parcels from different people coming because people have been super generous lately. I don't know which one this is. It's one game, very well packaged, I will admit that, but usually I give thanks to the person who sends it. I had to do that probably in like recording, post-record, spice it underneath, because I honestly don't know who sent that parcel, so it's going to be a bit weird. But before we get to the actual game itself, because I don't know what it is, because I'm genuinely curious myself, I did a recount of the rumour stated. Took me ages again, did the mathematics, wrote it down as such, like that kind of stuff. Like, always write it down, always in my A4 folder. I keep a lot of, you have to have an A4, but to keep some like stats and such. So the count hasn't actually increased that much. Let me explain why. When I got the new list split it into 6 different sections. I have been counting like special editions as their own games in the collection. I've also been counting like steelbooks, even though they're the same game, but I thought they're like, but they got their own 6 different subsections now, as you can remember. So I'm now counting in subsections. So the count's only gone up 10 to 18, 12, but actually we have bought quite a few games the last month or so. It's just now steelbooks have got their own subsection, 10. Special editions have got their own subsection. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but there aren't that many. All the subsections. So obviously all these boxes, I don't count them as like, even though they've got the game inside, I don't count them as singles. You understand what I mean? So, it might sound incredibly stupid. Things like DJ Hero, I've got it in the box, but if I hadn't actually got the single game by itself, I don't count it, because this has got its own little subsection. I know, it's fucking weird. Unless I count 2 in 1. I could count 2 in 1. If I did that, that'll make things a little more helpful. But you just don't know. So anyway, 18, 12, the slow march is still going. I want to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. People are saying there's only 200 games, you can do that. Remember, we're getting close. 23 to 2,400, I can't remember on the top of my head. That's roughly, there is a precise number on the new list. I'll spice it underneath again. We're getting close. We're like between 75 and 80% of the way there. So we really are now struggling to find certain games. Also on a side note, I need to recount and reorder the platinums, because they're not in the room at the moment, they're in like a subsection. Because the only part of that new list I didn't touch the platinums list. I need to start taking some of that stuff off and start really getting back into platinum hunting. Obviously Dan's legendary platinum hunt of last year. I'm like, he gave himself a year. There's no time limit. I'm giving myself how long it's gonna take. Simple as that. Dan came close, but I'm gonna take my time on that one. And I think Dan had people sending things from like multiple different European countries. No rush. So anyway, 1812 for the base set games at the moment. There is extras. My plan for this year is to obviously get the 2000 to complete the steelbooks, because we're only missing like, I think 7 steelbooks. Some of them are Aussie exclusives, but we're only missing them. So they'll be done by the end of the year. Get a lot more of the special editions, a lot more of the bulk stuff that is kind of cool. That's what I plan to do this year. I mean, we're already like a third of the way through the year, but we will be by 2000 or more by the end of the year. Trust me. I guarantee it. Famous last words. We're going to skip the commercial this week, not because I'm running out of commercials. It's just that we're nearly ending the episode as it is. It's not going to be a big episode because basically I ain't got much to speak about at the moment because I'm waiting for games and other such. So I don't want to prolong this as long as I have to. So there's no point of like putting an advert here now. I don't want to waste your time. That sounds so wrong for a YouTuber. I don't want to waste your time, but I'm going to. I'm going to say it again, I need to really get into the football club games because I need to start searching for them. Individually, I'm going to have to, because you're not going to find them in this country. Juventus is probably going to come from Italy, for obvious reasons. Leon. We'll go with Leon. That's got to come from France. Obviously, because they sold more in France than they did in England. Tap the temple. These things, I'm going to have to go more Europe. And we might have to go to our friends in Germany. Momax. For those who remember, Momax is a German eBay site that has a lot of the old PS2 like German exclusives, but sometimes they don't turn up, sometimes they turn up in the wrong condition, and sometimes you order a normal standard game, you get a platinum game. These are the mysteries of Momax. Dan had some issues with Momax too, so I'm not the only one. So, because I still got a few German games I still got to find. It's the French games I got to really start hunting for, because the French have got some obscure shit. Let's not prolong it anymore. Let's just go into this. Packaging is pretty cool. Something I would do is like just needs more tape. Oh, good lord! Just gonna hopefully get it in one go. Yeah, I'm getting better at this. Oh, good lord! Straight in, my god, straight in. Right, bubble wraps pretty well. Oh, now we're sure. Easy, tiger, easy. Oh, good lord. Aha! Not what I was suspecting, but I knew this was coming at some point. Okay, bear me a second. I think this is one of the people who reached out to me on Instagram. No, actually, this might be a Discord one. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I knew this was coming, and this is the game I really did need. It's not the most exciting of games, but actually, I don't think it's in stock at CEX either. I would have bought it by now. But Roland Garros Paris 2005 or Smash Course Tennis, like the new one. So you might think this obscure, very cheap tennis game would be easy to find. Fuck no. Never seen it at CEX. I'm almost certain it's not in stock at CEX. This was incredibly, shockingly hard to find. But randomly last week, one of my Discord friends or Instagram friends, I'll put your name under here. I'll ask you before I put your name under here. You know what I mean? I have literally just remembered who this is from. Only posted 3 days ago. My fellow YouTuber and gentleman I watch his stuff too. Another Yorkshireman. He's going for a full PS1 collection. Give him. I'll splice the hell out of his logo and his YouTube channel in the thingy. Subscribe to the man. Give him a watch. Very nice man. Very helpful. He reached out to me last week. He had bought a bundle of games online. He was going to sell them one by one. He goes, "Is anything here you need?" And then I spotted this as like, yes, that one, please. Oh, that one's so hard to find. Said I'll happily send it to you, which he did. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you immensely, my friend. Your PS1 hunt's going shockingly well. By the way, I watched the episode, the mouldy PS1 case from CEX. If I was going to criticise CEX for anything, and people got proof, if you're sending mouldy stock out, that's just fucking wrong. I mean, come on. At what point did the picker think that was a good idea? Anyway, thank you, my friend, once again. I'll splice his logo, hopefully, when I'm pointing, because I'm editing this one. His YouTube channel will be in the description. I will splice his YouTube channel in the name. I will tag him, because I'm so sorry it took this long to remember. Thank you very much, man. Oh, good lord. People who watch this, most gaming refresh. Most gaming YouTubers will help each other out. We really will, because we watch each other. We like each other on the most of the ground. There's one YouTuber I don't really like, but you're never going to find out who that is. We speak to each other. We help each other. It's a very fun and growing community. Everyone else I've spoken to, love them. So there you go. Which reminds me, there's certain people hopefully I'll see at Nottingham again, because last year at Nottingham Game Market, I obviously retro. I love retro. Obviously Dan tags along with me. We're very good friends, so everyone knows that. Goldtooth, love me some Goldtooth. Goldtooth don't give a fuck, and I respect that. Oh, and the weird sounds, because everyone remembered when I went to Doorway to Darkness. Me and Darren went there on a 3.5 hour journey. Not planned. I open the door, we get let in. I open the door, the first person I see is Goldtooth. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Oh my god. Yeah. Some people love Goldtooth, some people just not for him. It's like, I love Goldtooth. It's like, if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. Simple as that. And 95% of people are very nice to me, so there we go. Anyway, that was quite a diversion. Thank you once again, another Yorkshire gamer. I think I said that again, because there's so many different Yorkshire gamers, different YouTube names. Yorkshire gamer, another Yorkshire gamer. Fuck me, it's another Yorkshire gamer. Cut with Tetley, I'm a Yorkshire gamer. I'm offending so many people from Yorkshire. I think you're fine. We only drink Yorkshire tea in Yorkshire. Go fuck yourself. If I was going to offer any serious advice, don't piss off Yorkshire people. They will happily throw hands. So will I. Wow. Anyway, you know when you enjoy yourself too much making a video? That's happening right now. Before I go, one more thing. I was told by some YouTubers, like 2 or 3 years into the channel, you get to the point where you stop enjoying yourself as much as you used to. That hasn't hit yet. I'm still enjoying myself. I will admit there was a low point, well, not a low point. For the first time last month, I was disillusioned a little bit. And I mentioned it a couple of times. When I made my curry video and I put the most effort I ever put in the video and I loved it, and that just bombed. And then the video I put no effort in was the most watched video I watched, most watched video I ever had. And I appreciate you all for watching it, by the way. That was the first time I got a bit disillusioned in how much work I should put in. Why do I put so much effort into some of these videos? Because other videos just are popular. I don't blame anyone for that. That's the YouTube algorithm, because YouTube will push certain things. YouTube will hide certain things. I've been told this. A lot of the biggest YouTube gaming channels, and I'm not going to mention names, but some of them already mentioned in this video, they don't understand YouTube either. And they're got 10,000 plus subscribers. And they ain't got a fucking clue either. So when I realised that, and after that, I realised, okay, it's just a case of it's the way it is, Adam. You can't argue it. But any video that does well, obviously I love. And people have been asking me to do more CX stuff. I'm not going to do any more CX stuff on a more common basis, because after the last 2 CX episodes where I'm talking about covers, I was getting a bit sick of talking about it. The last one was like, that's the last one. I'll talk about rarity prices occasionally, like once a month. By the way, we've got to do another one of those sometime in April. We're doing another one of those. But actual CX good, bad war, I think I've had enough for about a good month or so. Anyway, sorry to get a bit sidetracked. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment and subscribe. Once again, thank you, another Yorkshire gamer, for this. I appreciate it. This is so hard to find, you have no idea. And for those who go to the Nottingham Gaming Market, please say hello. I will be there at the opening 11. Me and Dan probably are there for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Once we've spent our money and seen what we need to see, we move on, because we hit CXs in the same day. So if you're there after 1 o'clock, we won't be there. We've got so many fake places to go. CX wise, I don't know where we're going, but Grantham might be a CX we go to on the way home, because neither of us have been to Grantham CX. I've been to Grantham as a town. Not gonna say much about Grantham. Fucking hell, look at me just burying towns left, right, and centre. Jesus Christ. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.